for me as an artist, for me to like wanting to expand my legacy and wanting to like teach the kids how to look for better educations for autistic and disabled communities. That's what I wanted to do, is to help the autistic and Asperger's communities into providing their license into looking for a better life, looking for independence, and wanting to graduate and get themselves a good education. That was my dream goal, to like help the people, help my people, you know. I have nothing against my career, but what I was doing, I was writing songs that captured autistic people. It's like that's like one of my favorite topics to talk about throughout my career. But it was good. I have nothing against the songs. I have nothing against my single. One song that I put out was about, this one song was called The A Word, that I wanted to put out in my album. The A Word was basically a song about autism. But I know what it's like. I know how it is to like work with people and how to like learn more about making music. But you should have been there. I was there wanting to like record in the studio. In the studio, I wanted to like make the music video for autistic people. That was my dream, to wanting to do that. I was like put out a song that will help the autistic people, because me, I'm born with autism too. But like, you notice when most autistic people, they don't have the tools to find a better life. You know, they struggle into finding a better education. Most autistic people, most of them, I mean the majority of people, they don't graduate from college, they don't graduate from universities and all that shit. That's what I wanted to do, is to help the people, help my people to understand that I don't just make rap music. I also wanted to help people, like, you know, something that some celebrities do. Some celebrities with good hearts, they would do that into helping their people. That's what I wanted to do. Not just by earning money, but help people too, and help bring my legacy to light. You know, bring it to life. Everything is cool, and I hope everything will just be, you know, everything comes to plan. But yeah, that was good. I've done a lot of songs about autism. I've also done a lot of charity. Like, no, I have plans onto doing charity work. You know, it's hard for all of us people to. It's hard for people to organize something big for the community. For my community, yeah, I was like, that was my dream goals. If I plan to live in the next 20 plus years or some shit, that'll be my dream goal. Because there's also activism work happening too. I was wanting to get into doing that activism. Something like, you know, there's still racism happening in my community. There's still racism happening. I recently heard about on the news that there's a lot of racism happening in my community. There's like, when you notice, on like when I watch on TikTok, they had like there was one Māori dude. I mean, he was a transgender. He was supporting LGBTQ community. He was often resented by the white community, and how often like white they started being racist. But that's what I wanted to do, is to help stop racism too. Like there's a lot of African Americans, and there's a lot of Hispanic communities that are going through the struggles as well. But it's now the racism is still happening, but it's hard to stop that from preventing and hurting our children too. Because the children and people's educations, they're the number one priority for us human beings, to help our kids to look for a better life. But the hatred happening here, it's unprofessional. It's just like, it's hard when you're trying to find a solution, and when you're trying to find how we can resolve the problem and how we can stop racism. That's one of my dreams. If I live on in the past 20 years, that's what I wanted to do, is to help my people, not just by making rap music, not just doing acting as well. That's like, if I wanted to like live in the next 20 years. I will be damned if I don't live long enough to see it. It'll be so depressing, just by like someone just wanted to like kill your ass over some dumb shit. It's like, that's like wasted potential. The potential that I used to have, it fell down the drain. That's how I felt. That's how my predictions, how I wanted to predict life. But that's how my prediction in life is about. It's like, I like talking about a lot of things that most people can't talk about. But because for me, I have no fear. I am brave. I am brave to talk about what's going on in the real world, and people cannot stop me. And that's my word. That's how we live in society these days. That's how we live in our community, and there's nothing good happening for all of us. So my reflection on the community is that we need to do better. Is that we need to do better into helping our people. Point blank, period. That's how we had to help out the kids, help out our communities. That's what we need to do for our community. Point blank, period.